Hey Jammers, welcome to Season 2 of the Jake and Marty podcast. But before we get into the episode, I'd like to quickly thank the sponsor of today's podcast, Lard Ass Butter. You might be wondering, Marty, where's Jake? Well, I seriously couldn't drag him away from his own personal stash of high quality, locally produced, cultured butter. It's just that good. But don't take it from me. Like Mama Marty used to always say, try new things. So why wait? Head to lardass.com.au for additional information and get yourself some of this premium butter. Enjoy the episode, everybody. And thank you, Lardass. Feel the rain on your skin.
Wait.
No one else can feel it for you.
Does this every single week.
You did that last week as well.
Yeah. I saw a guy selling one of these actually on Facebook Marketplace.
A microphone or a microphone?
The microphone.
Oh.
This exact one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was like Jake and Marty microphone.
How did he get he got his hands on the other one? Did
Apparently.
Crazy,
I don't know where
man.
I know where the other one is.
You have it.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Whoops.
You actually have two of your own microphones. You could go off and start a whole new franchise if you wanted to.
I could start a whole nother podcast, but it wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I would condone that, but only if you left all the good ideas for this one.
Yeah. No, I actually might start another podcast. It could be like
Jake and Friends. Jake and Friends and Family.
Jake and
Co.
Jake and Friends solo pod. I just got two microphones for those who use their left AirPod and those who use their right AirPod.
I would be so sad if you did that and it just ended up being like a world like stage podcast and this one was just like dead. Like even still, if you kept like pursuing this, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Sitting down with this nothing.
Who knows? If you guys, in a couple of weeks, keep your eyes on the horizon because Jake and Friends might be hitting the streets.
What the fuck? That makes it seem like this is Jake. It's like Jake and Friends, and then Jake and Marty. He's not a friend.
Yeah, but Jake and Friends is just going to be a solo pod of me sitting in my room talking about who knows what.
The weather.
The weather. It could just be
Talking about recent avalanche scares.
small talk
Oh,
tips.
I'm crying.
Because we've just brought up the fact I don't have any friends. And that really hits close to home for you.
It does. Makes me sad every time. Hey, Jammers.
Oh, hi, Jammers.
Welcome to episode 34. 34. Shaquille O'Neal. That's how I remember it. Or all my 34-year-olds out there, how you we doing? Happy birthday.
I met a 34-year-old this week. In fact, I found out he was 34. I was working with him. I don't know if he's actually 34, but I've been under the impression that he was like 20, and then I found out how old he really was.
I will turn 34 in 2038.
I will turn 34 in 2038.
Imagine that when it's like imagine when it's not even 2020s anymore. It's like 2030.
Yeah, dude, this is like someone clip this, put it on TikTok, and everyone in the comments be like, "Oh, bro, we should start a podcast." Because they're talking about how crazy it is when it's going to be 2030.
Yeah, that's one of those clips you reckon?
Yeah, it's one of those clips.
Hey, Jake, clip this and put it on TikTok. You don't even have the TikTok password.
No, I don't.
I need to sort out our socials because they're all over the shop at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's my fault. So
You'd think
that's
we'd
why
figure
I'll fix
that
it.
out after a year and a half having an Instagram page and...
Well, our Instagram page is good. The Jake and Marty Instagram page is never better. It's, it's potentially the most like...
Best thing ever.
Yeah, astounding thing we've done.
Yeah.
With this project over the last year and a half. But our other... It's like my own personal one is starting to get mixed up with Jake, like in terms of passwords and emails and phone numbers.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. 'Cause I set them all up. Oh no, you set up the Instagram page.
Yeah. But I keep getting confused whether I'm posting on my own or posting on
Oh my
Jake and Marty.
goodness.
The amount of times I've posted on my own something like Jake and Marty related.
Yeah, and it's like my personal Instagram is like just a regular Instagram, like photos of things I've done.
Mine is probably a little bit more weirder than regular.
Yeah, yours is definitely more weird than regular, but I respect that. But that's why I feel like if you posted a Jake and Marty post, anything short of like the announcement of the episode, even the announcement of the episode, it could slide. They'd be like, oh, Jacob just made a post. But when I post like a meme that doesn't make sense in like any context, let alone on my personal Instagram, and I have like my uncle commenting, "What the hell is this?" It's like, yeah, it's a bit brutal. But I had something to say and I forgot.
Yeah. One thing I remembered just before, and this I think I might be about to break the streak because I noticed just before we started filming that I need to do this. Maybe, possibly. Let's see if I hold on. I don't remember the last time we had to have a toilet break during the pod.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That.
We've had a really good streak.
We have a very good streak. Well, it's because we used to have a toilet in the studio, and I don't think we've had a toilet break mid-pod since. Oh my god, I'm getting a runny nose.
Yeah, you're fine.
Don't say that.
Jammers let him know how many he got at home. Let him know how many boogers he got. No. One thing I always used to do, and I actually got told off. I got told off so often about it.
Sorry, viewers.
I had a friend, and like literally every time I'd see her, and we'd be talking, like if she'd whisper something to me, I'd be like, just ignore what she said and tell her back to her, "Oh, did you brush your teeth this morning?" She got so self-conscious every time I got told off. Like she told me off, and I'm not allowed to do it anymore. So this one's for you. Did you brush your teeth this morning?
I did, but I had a coffee, so my breath might be a bit stanky. So
see, that's how you meant to deal with it.
That's what it is. I justified it.
Did you see my tummy?
I did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Speaking up. Do you have a good week?
Yeah.
Oh wait, we spoke.
My week was alright.
It was alright.
Yeah, it's like nothing. As Marty would say, pencil push a week. As Marty's foot saying, tappity, 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 as you guys are hearing at home.
My fault.
I
bought some shoes this week.
And that was my week. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. What was your week about?
I bought some really cool shoes this week. I was really happy with them. Mm-hmm. They are a special edition Year of the Dragon Jordan 1 Low.
Oh. Are they new?
They're new. They just hit the shelves.
Oh. I've had the same pair of shoes since I was in year 8. Yep.
I've actually had the same. I also had the same thing. They were my Adidas like skateboarder shoes. I had them from year 8 to current. However, one day when I was doing some labouring work for my uncle, I made the mistake of wearing them on a wet, rainy day, and it was very muddy. And so they're currently, as they have been for the past month, sitting in my car in a Woolies paper bag, very muddy and very dirty.
Put them through the washing machine.
Yeah. That was the idea. But they haven't. The idea was off the foot, in the bag, in the washing machine, and that third step just hasn't occurred yet.
Yeah. I had a similar situation before I started the job I'm doing now. I was also doing some work on a very muddy day in my shoes that I've had for ages, and end up taking them off and leaving them at work, at where I was working, and then I found them like 4 months later. Still same grammage of mud.
But how does that work? Because don't you work at different locations every day, or not every day?
So this was This was before I started this job.
Oh, you said that.
I did say that. Jammers at home, let Marty know that I said that. His DMs are open. Anywho,
they're closed. Everyone listening, I do not want to be bothered. His are open.
They're not.
They are.
Bother me, and I
bother him, and he gets a bit grouchy, but he could get happy. It's like rolling the dice, you know.
If you
land on 6, go through go and collect 200. But if you land on anything else, strap in for the ride.
If you're pretty, funny, or Harrison, you will be accepted.
I walked in.
See, that was a nice thing that I just said about Harrison. We brushed over it like it was nothing.
I got home from work the other day, and Harrison, Connor, and Gemma were sitting on the couch watching telly. And then as I just got home, got in the kitchen, cleaned up the kitchen, and I was going to make myself some food. As I was finishing cleaning up, Jake and Marty podcast starts, and within about the first minute and a half, Harrison was having a sulk on the couch because we said something mean, apparently. I don't remember what was said.
I think it was something along the lines of like, you said you didn't want to say anything because I was editing it and you were scared. And then you said it wasn't a bad thing.
Well, he got up. I remember he got upset because I said that if I take the box of picnics you gave me home, then he'd eat them all. But I also just said that you like picnics, man. That's not a bad thing. If you got given a box of Twix and you didn't like Twix, I would hope that you would think of me and say, Tyson will eat these.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the same, though. Harrison, I'm vouching for you here. See, I'm not the bad guy in this situation.
How about we get into things I did?
Yeah, things I did. Sorry, let me just jog my brain. Oh, I went to a restaurant the other night to have some dinner. And apparently I was flirting. I didn't realise I was flirting.
Woo! Oh, boo.
I didn't think I was flirting. I thought I was being very weird, actually. Like, weird in the way of, like, not like creepy weird. Like, this guy could be tismed out weird.
Yeah, a bit acoustic.
Yeah, a little bit acoustic. A little bit unplugged, as they say.
Yeah, they do say that.
Yeah.
They've said it about me countless times.
Yeah, some people refer to me as the unplugged rat.
The what?
The unplugged rat.
The unplugged rat.
Yeah, or the unplugged mouse.
Yeah, that's more. I've heard that. I've heard that going around the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah. Yeah, anywho.
So you're telling me I've been laying out cheese for no reason?
Yeah, my sniffer doesn't work. Anywho. What the hell? So, sitting there, trying to pick out what I want for dinner. Then lady comes up and she goes, what do you want? And I was straight up just like, pretend that we haven't even looked at the menus yet.
So I was just waving at you editing this. Hello.
And she said, yeah, that's fine. It's just the kitchen closes in 2 minutes. So try and be quick. It's like, okay, cool. Can I order drinks? And she's like, yeah, sure. 2 caramel milkshakes, please. Got the milkshakes. Then another girl came back to take our order once we picked. And she was like, what would you like? And I was like, is the kitchen still open? She was like, yep. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're the best. You're the best thing since sliced bread. Apparently that counts as flirting, according to my friend.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I don't know if that's flirting.
It's quite a common phrase nowadays.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a palmy. They got a pizza. And then I was like, should we get some chips? I wasn't sure if we should get some chips. Then I said to the lady, pretend that like I get full after having a little tub of yogurt. Do you reckon I'd be able to fit chips in? And she said, I can give you chips with your palmy. Dude, you'd have no idea. That's the first time that flirting has ever helped me out.
Yeah, damn. That sounds like a match made in heaven.
Yeah. But then for the rest of the night, as she was like walking towards our table, she was laughing because she was trying not to laugh. That's at least what I was told. That was what the reporters said.
Hey, they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but a way to a woman's heart is through her
laugh box.
Endorphins.
Her funny bone.
Her funny bone. Gotta crack that thing open.
You just gotta really hit it.
Yeah. No, it's congratulations, man.
Yeah, so flirting does work.
I don't think that was ever a question.
No, but like I think why other people flirt and why I flirt is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Why other people flirt is to get some action, to put it nicely. The reason I flirt is to get some
chips with my palmy.
Action. Get some food action.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I actually had a not so fun experience over the last 2 nights. I said when I got home from work, I was like, I have a bit of money in my pocket now because I've been working. Like, not heaps, but it's like enough that I'm like, I want to have a good night out. I want to just go have a night out, take Gemma, the roommates, just have a chill, but like go out for a couple drinks or something, maybe a little dance. You never know. And so we went out. We said, we'll have a few drinks at home, then we'll go out. Sort of didn't realize how late it was. Was getting in the Uber at about 12:30.
Yeah.
Or about 11:30, sorry. Place we were going to closed at 12, so we get there with you put together about a 10-minute Uber drive, get there 20 minutes for like, no, not worth it. We went back home.
Yeah.
And then the next, but we said, we'll come back tomorrow night. So we come back the next day and did a bit better. About 11:20, we got to the place.
Oh, got there. It's better.
Yeah, we got there at 11:20, thinking we'll stay. It stays open to 1 on the Tuesday night or whenever it was, Wednesday night.
Lucky Tuesdays.
Yeah, something like that. And we get there and there's this big line and we're like, this is 11:20, a big line for 11:20. And then we get to we line up at the back of the line and we hear they're not letting anybody in. Like, this place closes at 1 o'clock. There's people leaving and they're just not letting anybody in. So what's going on here? Anyway, we sorted it out. We walked down to a bar down the street, got our drinks, had a little dance, and went home. Yeah. I just thought, what are you doing? Hawthorne Hotel is what they were called. Closed the doors at 11 o'clock. You got 2 hours of business left, and we were like watching people leave over those 2 hours. And we were like, these people, you never know what you got until it's gone. And that's what it felt like every time someone stepped out of that place. You only live the life when you feel alone. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
And you let her go.
So you got to put music here. That's awesome. All right. Cool. Yeah, so that was
music.
Basically all I did other than work was went out twice and did not have But yeah.
Yeah.
That was Marty's mischievous moments for the week.
The other thing I did, and this one, I was working, and we had a traffic control worker. He was an interesting fella, to say the least. He came up to us.
More of a smart fella? Or a fart smeller?
Fart smeller. 100% a fart smeller.
Fart smeller of the week goes to...
We didn't actually catch his name, but we called him Leroy.
Leroy will do.
Yeah, Leroy will do. And we were sitting down just on the chipper, like having a little bit of food. And he came up to us, and the first thing he said to us, didn't even introduce himself. He said, "Hi, I lost my license 2 months ago." Like, oh, okay, cool.
Weird flex.
Yeah. Then he went on and talked about what car he had and stuff. And I said I was looking at buying a new car. And he said, "Oh, yeah, what one?" And I said, "Nissan Cube." And he said, "Oh, yeah, they're cool." And I said, "Yeah, they're the best car ever." And then he was like, "Oh, are you going to do anything to it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to slam it." And then he I slammed my car before he lost his license. And he was like showing me photos of it. And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. Can I take a photo?" So I have a photo of him.
Photo.
I have a photo of him like holding his phone like this.
Give you a bit of it.
And yeah, anywho, that happened. Pretty interesting guy. Somewhere along the line, he brought something up, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what that is. Like, I didn't study geology." And he was like, "Oh, I don't know what geology is, but I know biology is about the fishies." Like, full serious, said biology is about the fishies. And Ash and I are sitting there trying not to laugh because we're like, what the fluff? Then he goes on, talks about some other random thing, and then he brings up the fact, like I brought up like PlayStation or whatever, and I was telling him like, "Oh, I'm looking for a console and stuff." And he was like, "Oh, you like what console?" And I was like, "Oh, well, just anything that's better than my Game Boy at the moment." And he said, "Oh, I've got a PS4, but I'm selling it to my sister for $150 because I'm getting a PS5." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's really nice. I'll give you $200 for it." And then I was negotiating with him.
But you offered $200 for a PS5.
For a PS4.
Oh yeah, that's probably
his old PS4 that he promised his sister he'd give to her, and I was negotiating, trying to get it off him. And then he said like, "Oh no, I can't do that." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just go to like cash converters." He was like, "Oh, don't go to cash converters. They're like a scam. Like they'll sell you something that's even if it's broken." And I was like, "Oh no, well, I've never bought like electronics from cash converters. I've only ever bought a engagement ring, and that thing didn't seem to work." And yeah, then he was like asking me what Commodore I'd get if I was to get any Commodore, and I said like, I don't know Commodores.
Multiple options, like what year?
Yeah, or like what model or whatever. And then he started like listing all these letters and stuff, and I was like, "I don't know any Commodores." He said, "Just pick one." And I said, "Oh, look, I want to go get my want to go get my heavy combination, which is like a semi-trailer license. What one do you reckon could pull that off? And he was like full serious, like didn't understand a thing. And I also told him that my car at the moment, the Ford Territory, can tow like 5.5 ton, which like the best Ram model at the moment can tow like 4.5. Yeah. And he like full believed me. He was like, "That's awesome."
They're tanks, bro. They can pull an elephant.
Yeah, they could pull an elephant on ice skates.
They could pull an elephant on elephants.
They could pull an elephant on Friday. Horse's name is Friday.
I'm in the dark here, damn. All right, is that things I did?
Yes. Oh my goodness,
20 minutes in. That's crazy. Could be the move. Quick.
Okay. No, that one was meant to go like later on.
My fault. Jinxie.
Okay.
Jinxie's just not having it.
Jay's just not having it. So, bit of backstory. I have a favorite artist. She sings songs. Her name's Missy Higgins.
Ooh, I'm committing to getting into a bit of Missy.
Yeah. Now this is going to be messy, Missy. And you don't want to say Jakey messy about Missy on a Monday. Anywho.
Now you got Marty involved.
Yeah, you don't want to see Jake and Marty messy about Missy on a Monday. Put that on a t-shirt. Nice to see you, Lockie. Have fun. Stay out of trouble, okay?
Cut this one out.
That's staying in.
We're back. See ya. How about Marty's just not having it? Getting interrupted mid-pod.
Yeah, that's all cool. Anywho, Missy Higgins. She's performing live later this year. And we've just discovered, because we might have wanted to get tickets, that Missy Higgins is completely booked out. Not a fan of that. So Missy Higgins, if you could hook us up with some tickets, I don't mind.
And Missy, I hope you know how committed Jacob was to this. He was... If you're not familiar with this, then get familiar, respectfully. Jake and Marty Day, May 4th.
Yeah.
It's the day we started the podcast. Right?
Yeah.
That's the day we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, May 4th. Day right after it's my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
But Jake and Marty Day is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You have a concert on Jake and Marty Day. We were willing to go. Well, we wanted to go.
Yeah.
To film a Jake and Marty Day vlog featuring Missy Higgins.
Yes.
Can't even get a ticket.
Yeah.
On Jake and Marty Day. Jake and Marty can't get a ticket to your concert that you decided to put on Jake and Marty Day. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Missy Higgins.
So, Missy, we don't mind like what tickets you want to give us. If you want to give us VIP, if you want to give us right at the back, we just want to be there. We just want to experience it. And to show you how much we would like to be there, we are going to sing a song for you. It's one of your songs, and very fittingly, it's called The Special 2.
Because we are.
The Special 2.
And we will only need each other. We'll bleed together. Our hands will not be torn to hold another's. We're the special two. And we could only see each other. Breathe together. These arms will not be torn. Need another's. We're the special two.
And you can take that to the bank, Missy Higgins.
Yes. Missy, so if you could kindly consider our offer.
May I call you Mrs.?
May we call you Mrs. Mrs.
Actually, how about we see how the concert goes? Then we'll see.
Yeah, so consider that. The other thing which has been really freaking me off, audiobooks. I talked about audiobooks at the start of this year, first pod on, saying, hey, I'd love to get into audiobooks. I'd love to listen to audiobooks. You know, I'm looking for a way to get into it. I'm trying to break into the market. I listened to my first audiobook this morning.
What was the route you took? The gateway?
I don't remember what it's called. Well, I remember I was listening to it on the way to work, and I was like, surely I can find something to hook me in. Doesn't work the same. It's not the same as reading a book. I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd be the kind of guy of, the book's better. Technically, it is the book, but having someone read to you isn't as good. Especially someone who you're not romantically involved with. Sorry to whoever was reading me the book, but I just wasn't interested. Yeah, so not a fan of audiobooks. Don't waste your money on them. Boycott them.
Boycott audiobooks.
Yeah, that wasn't even intended to be a boycott. But
Can we boycott regular books while we're there? I don't like them. I can't read very well.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna give them a try first. I don't want to cut any ties.
I'm gonna boycott regular books on behalf of comic books.
Yeah,
I like comic books. I don't read them, but I like them. The idea's cool.
I feel that.
I've never read a comic book before.
Yeah,
like never. I can remember.
You're so nonchalant.
So nice. All right, was that Jakey's?
Yeah.
I actually have just not having it this week as well. This is my second for this week.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I usually limit myself at one, just not to step on any toes. But I made a coffee today, and I put some regular milk in instead of warm milk, and my coffee was cold. And I made this big deal to Jacob while I was making the coffee about putting this little Cadbury bar in there, and it would melt and make it more chocolatey. Didn't melt because my coffee was cold. So, just not having that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's your own fault, though.
Fair enough.
Next segment is Jakey's journey being joyful.
Yeah, Triple J 100 Hot Ups 100.
Yeah.
First, when does that come out? Triple J's Hottest 100.
26th.
We need to remember that.
Yeah. First point on this one is Missy Higgins. You could make this list. You could make this list if you just give us some tickets. Just consider that.
And the coffee machine also could make this list.
Yeah.
But just
did its job.
Yeah, did its job properly.
And then the other thing that made me very happy, this happened today, just driving in the truck and other big truck drivers got them to do it.
Don't even need to add a sound effect now.
Yeah. No, that's like little
Sounds
sissy
like the
boy
hybrid
horns.
that I drove to work one day. Yeah. What's that? What's the pingu in that?
Or like a really squeaky bicycle.
Oh my god, my 6th grade bike, a little BMX, or 5th grade, I got a new one in 6th grade for this reason. We used to do this thing that was like
bike riding?
like learning to bike ride.
Yeah.
Like the whole year 5s and year 6s had to do it. And year 5 I brought this BMX. It was the only bike I had. I got it for Christmas like a few years before that. Man, those brakes were squeaky. We were going down the hill near the one-way bridge. And I was the whole way down. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So yeah, next year came around. I'm like, Mom, Dad, this year for Christmas I need a bike. I need a new one. And they hooked it up.
Yeah. One tip, and this goes for all the jammers out there who decide to hate on us. Just put oil on them. Just put oil like right on the brake pad.
Do that for your car as well.
Yeah. Just stops them from squeaking.
By the way, if you actually do that and something bad happens,
yeah,
we're not legally responsible.
We are not legally
Because
responsible.
we don't actually endorse that behaviour.
Yeah.
We recommend it, but we don't endorse it.
Yeah. So you can't pin anything on us, ever. The only thing you could ever pin on us is the tail on the donkey.
Yeah. I actually couldn't catch me getting pinned with the tail.
No, you
I've been
couldn't catch me
tailless
either.
for 19 years and I intend to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Is that Jakey's journey to be enjoyable?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. We managed to get through 2 segments in under 10 minutes. I'm pretty proud of you there. Actually, under 5. Really?
Yeah.
Because Missy Higgins was a little bit ago.
Yeah.
All right. We've got a name and shame this week again. Decided to bring it back. Dive right in, I guess. This first one comes with a picture. That guy?
Ooh.
One of them. You might have seen it. If you didn't, it's like one of those little buggies that you put behind a bike to hold your kid. Someone was jogging down Deviation Road with a bike trailer attached to them around 7:30 a.m. causing traffic. Not sure if any child or pet was in it. So dangerous. Michelle, I don't know who that came from. It didn't say it, but Michelle responded, should
me.
ban the... That was from you? You were jogging with the...
No, I'm Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. That was your alt account.
Yeah.
Should ban those stupid things. I've seen a car hit one coming out of the survey drive one day. Luckily, the kid was okay. I decided to clip this for that reason. I was like, so a car's hit one of these little buggy things, and the kid's just okay? I think we should get him radioactive checked. I think he's got some Hulk
Yeah.
genes in him, that boy. Because I don't think I'd be.
I think the other thing is we're banning those things.
I reckon that was
because-
Leroy, the kid.
That was Leroy.
Leroy got hit by a car in one of these things.
No, that was
He got hit by a slammed box.
No, I think
fuck.
what the crazy thing is that we're trying to ban these things because someone else hit them.
Yeah, but we banned that guy off
Yeah.
the road. That makes more
It's
sense.
like saying, "Oh,
What happened?
I'm just trying to think of something that isn't offensive."
Oh.
I can't. I really need to go to the toilet. I'm breaking the rule.
No way.
I can't believe I'm breaking the streak.
On
It's
pod?
that.
Are you joking? Can we get through to name and shame? Do you reckon? Nah, just pause it here then. Go on.
No,
Get
I
it
can.
out.
I can.
Scram!
Okay, sorry. Okay, I have an idea that I wanted to mention.
Slay it.
So, I came up with this idea just then, so that I reckon we should start a toilet jar.
Toilet jar.
Yeah, like instead of it being like a swear jar, it's a toilet jar. If you have to go to the toilet during the pod, you have to put like $1 in it.
Fair enough. I think that's good.
But there's more. At the end of each season of Jake and Marty, so at the end of each year, all the money is donated to a charity of the Jammer of the Year's choice.
I respect that idea. I
Yeah.
respect that. We don't take that many toilet breaks though. Like $1. $1. We got 31,
Okay.
We got 31 pods last year. We're aiming for 4 this year. No, so we're aiming for. Realistically, we're actually aiming for 50 this year.
Yeah.
If
So-
we take a toilet break every 5 pod, that's $10.
Okay.
It's 10
Why do
bucks
we-
charity didn't have before, to be fair.
Yeah. What if we make it like $300?
How about we make it tokens? So so you put in a Jake token.
Yeah.
When you have to go. I put in a Marty token. Whoever has more tokens has to donate $100 to a charity.
Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that idea. Yeah.
I reckon. Oh, okay. How about? Yeah, no, we'll do that.
What about
Maybe so the other person
each
doesn't-
time we put a piece of paper in that has either my name on it or your name on it, and whoever goes to the toilet more has a higher chance of them being drawn out,
and whoever's drawn out has to
donate $100 to
$100
charity.
to a charity. Yeah, I agree with that.
Or just whoever has more.
It could be either. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out when we get
We
there.
don't even have the jar yet.
Yeah,
That's something you've got to organise.
Yeah, but we have to put me in as first already.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's alright. Yeah, deal. Okay, getting back on with name and shame.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
That's alright.
It's just an idea I came up with.
Location, says Kerry Knight. Hi all, I know how much you all love Corio. Well, look at what I came across in the car park behind Coles. New free caravan site. Parked up. Boys parked up. Now, this one caught my attention because my first thought was the only place I would rather camp than Corio. The only place I would rather to let...
Not camp.
There's 2 places in the world I would never camp. Werribee and Corio.
Yeah. And Norlane.
So my thinking is maybe they're just, pit stopping.
Yeah.
But who am I to judge? Okay, moving on to the meat and potatoes of this. Jack Taylor. Shame on whichever been a big week. Shame on whichever post service delivered my spa to the wrong address. I spent all my birthday money on an inflatable hot tub and it was delayed. Then sent back and came again. And it said it delivered, but it never came. Tate said, spewing. I was hanging out for your hot tub streams. So unfortunately, Jammers, PSA, we're not going to see any hot tub streams from Jack Taylor. Maybe his neighbour, but not Jack himself.
Or maybe Taylor Jack. Maybe it went to the wrong guy.
Yeah, could have gone, reverse cycling. Although I think the postal man goes off address, not by his name. And then okay.
Well, that postman just goes off the feel of it. So it
He
feels
doesn't.
right.
He doesn't post. He doesn't post further than his arm can throw. That's his number one golden rule. All right. This one comes. This is a positive one. This is one of the first positives I've seen on Name and Shame for a long time. It comes from Nagam Latchir. He says, "Not a name and shame, but whoever stocked the fridges at Woolies." This made me think of a Jake and Marty outing. So
Yeah.
you keep it tight. Whoever stocked the fridges at Woolies on the 2nd of Jan in Corio, you the real MVP. Hell, you the GOAT. Woolies definitely doesn't deserve you. That's for sure, mate. This was hands down one of the most satisfying experiences I've had at Corio Village to date. Not gonna lie, among almost beats running into the losers and deadbeats there. Oh, okay. Who threaten to bash you online, but conveniently look the other way when you actually see them in public. Almost. Clearly some tension for this guy in Carrillo, but we move forward.
Yeah.
That was the fridge itself, and I have to put it to him. It's pretty dang good.
That's good.
I think it almost beats that one Jake and Marty experience at Coles in Geelong Central, where we went around stacking shelves for an hour and
tore
a
it
half,
up.
unpaid. So still waiting on that check.
Thanks, Jake, for setting us up with that.
Thank you, Jake. And this is our second last one, but these next two both are McDonald's complaints. First one comes from Zach Clevery. Name and shame McDonald's for forgetting my sesame seeds on my Big Mac. Don't know today how you forget to put those ones on, but unfortunate.
I think also, who wants them?
I like the sesame seeds.
You
I like the
can't taste
bun.
them.
I like the bun.
You like the look of it.
See, no, but this is a cheeseburger bun right here. No sesame seeds. I don't like it. It's too sugary. I like the sesame seed bun. It feels more like a real bun. They get it. You don't, but they get it. And last one comes from Adam Van der Lut. Adam Van der Lut says, shame on local McDonald's for overfilling my medium fries. I specifically ordered a mediums, with an S, as I'm trying to watch what I eat in the new year, only to have this happen.
I actually read this one.
Did you really?
Yeah. Do you know why it is?
Why is this?
Because everyone already always complains about understock. So this guy just got on there and was like, oh, I'm going to flick the switch and try and annoy everyone by complaining about me getting too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mad respect for the name and shame this week. I found them very funny. That
Yeah.
sesame seed one's had me crackling.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's name and shame this week. We've kind of.
Do you want me to go to Could Be the Move? Because we skipped that one.
Oh, okay,
And
sure.
it's in season now, if that makes
In
sense.
season.
Yeah, so only one could be the move this week, but it's definitely on topic. Could be the move, Missy Higgins giving us VIP tickets.
Facts.
Yeah, come on, Missy Higgins, let's get on that.
Could be the move, Missy.
Come on, Missy. Come on, my Missy.
You know, I just feel like it could be a good partnership going forward. Missy
Yeah.
Higgins and the Jam podcast.
And we could sing all your songs. Like, we could give you some publicity. We're worldwide. And I know you haven't really broken out of the Australia little bracket, but we could help that.
Yeah, well, we do everything in our power to do that.
Doesn't it sound familiar? Doesn't it hit so close to home?
Okay, next we're going to just quickly do this is a new segment for you guys.
Yeah.
For all of you.
Well, it's returning themes, but
New segment. We've got Live, Laugh, Love, and Boycott. So this is our boycotting segment where me and Jacob are going to bring one boycott for the week. I think have you already said yours, or was that unrelated?
That was unrelated. That was just like off the dome. Just something we shouldn't be doing. Shouldn't be endorsing.
Mine, this is kind of a just not having it.
Yeah.
Because mine's pretty specifically related to something Harrison cooked up this week. But I wasn't allowed to eat it.
Oh, with Harrison.
No.
Harrison stash.
He was sharing, and I could have eaten it. But my boycott is to chicken that looks yummy, but is just too spicy. I don't like it. He made this real succulent, juicy looking chicken with all these spices. It looked like something I could just, with a bit of rice and maybe a bit of sauce on top. I don't know. I probably would have gone with some like sweet and sour barbecue type vibe. Oh, but too dang spicy. Couldn't hack it. I couldn't hack it. So boycott spicy chicken.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
That's going to be an unpopular one. I know that for a fact.
Live, love, laugh, boycott. Mine is Apple making you pay for alarms. We're going to stop that. We're still going to stop paying for alarms, like for ringtones. Because maybe I want to wake up in the morning to this.
It's going to be Missy Higgins. Not until she gives us tickets.
No way. Maybe I want to wake up to that. Maybe I want to answer my phone to that.
Maybe that should be the intro this week.
Yes.
Did you change the intro last week?
Yeah, did you like it?
I watched the podcast. I swear I watched the podcast because I told you that Harrison put it on, so I sat down and watched it. But the intro, I did kind of just brush over.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I didn't... it played, but I was in the kitchen, as I said, cleaning, so I didn't hear it. What was it? Should I play it now?
Yeah, if we
I
can.
can't. Yeah. If not, what did you guys think of the new intro music? We got new outro music. I was really happy with that. I'll just do it after pod. Unless you can get it up. If you can, go for it.
I just keep saying I'm offline, but I'm not.
Is what it is. That's Live, Laugh, Laugh boycott. I hope you guys don't eat any spicy chicken this week and don't buy any alarms.
Yeah.
And if you do, no harm, no foul. But don't come back next week.
Yeah, you're not allowed back on if you decide to ignore us.
If you like spicy chicken,
because the power of the Jake and Marty
over there,
boycott is insane.
yeah, the power.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't
chips.
heard,
We got chicken ranch chips to go back to normal
and we've seen
within a week of us boycotting
we've
them.
boycotted McDonald's before, and we see how much backlash they're getting at the moment.
Yeah.
They're a bit harder to really get into, but because they're just a big corp. But chicken ranch chips went like that; they crumbled.
Yeah.
At the Jammer Army,
Yeah. At the what were they called back then? Marty Mites.
the Marty Mites,
Yeah.
the Jakey Jousters or something.
Yeah.
The Jakey Jokers.
The Jakey Jesters.
The Jakey Jesters. Yeah. All right, we have a draft. We have another draft this week,
Yeah.
and I like this. I'm really excited about this draft.
I'm also very
So
excited.
we've done sidekicks. We've done blue things. I reckon also we should bring this back at the end of the year because we started this from day one of 2024, the draft,
Yeah.
didn't we? We're going to bring back some of our... We're going to do... I reckon the last pod of 2025, we should do a draft where we just draft the best draft categories that we've done throughout the year. That'd be a good one. All right, but... All right. The draft... Katie, you can announce it. You came up with it. It's your segment this week.
Actually, you came up with it last week.
Did I really?
Yeah, you said it on pod last week, and I was like, yeah, let's just go with that. Because it was a good one. Villains.
Oh.
From...
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Villains of any sort.
I've chosen just ones from movies. Or just in general as well.
Strangely chosen a lot of DreamWorks characters.
Yeah.
I will admit. But my first pick. Can I pick first?
Yeah, go for it.
Dare I? This one, I like to go with a shoe-in safe bet, serious, off rip. I do it every week, and this week it's Darth Vader. I genuinely think, on like some real shit, I genuinely think he's the most like villainous character ever created. Best villain.
That's a good pick.
If anybody out there behind their, I can only assume, but I'm probably pretty safe to say, their glasses and their cup of tea and their cotton
biscuits and their blanket
and their cotton sweater and their biscuits while they're croqueting something up is saying, but Voldemort
croqueting.
Oh, what is it? What's the one where they croquet is the sport?
Yeah, croquet. No, crochet.
Crocheting, whatever. If anybody out there just muttered zip it, Voldemort's not on the same level.
Voldemort sucks. He's not even on my list.
Get him out of here. All right. Your pick. Voldemort.
No. The Other Mother. From Coraline.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good villain. That's a great villain, actually. I didn't think of that. Damn.
Yeah. Making up a song about Coraline. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine.
That's not the
She's
Other
as
Mother.
cute as a button. No, that's the Other Father song.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Good villain. Great villain. My next one, slightly underrated.
Yeah.
Maybe even some could say slightly undersized.
Yeah.
It's Lord Farquaad.
It's not a bad one.
I just think he had a good arc. I can't really explain it. I rate a petite man's ability to control a unit of people, and he did it to a T.
Yeah.
He also beat the brakes off the gingerbread man. Like, made that man like unrecoverable type stuff. All right. Yeah.
Now, you know when you're sitting down and writing up ideas for the Jake and Marty podcast and you just know what you've written down will be getting bleeped in editing? This was one of them. My number 2 pick
It's like
is
Ted Bundy.
He's been in the news lately. I think it's self-explanatory.
I don't think that has to be bleeped. Maybe. Yeah, right. Fair enough. We're going back to Shrek is DreamWorks. It is.
Yeah.
So we're going back to another DreamWorks character from the Shrek universe, And possibly, I was very surprised about like how like menacing this guy was for an animated. Like Lord Farquaad's like he's like cute villain. Like shoot, he's like, oh, you get him, pal, type thing. Like you kill the gingerbread man or whatever. But Death from the Puss in Boots movie, Puss in Boots.
Oh
week,
yeah,
he was scary.
Yeah, full
and
on.
I really liked his character. So Death had to make the list. The
Yeah, that was tough
It's
as.
Hunger Games. Like, whatever he does. Yeah, Death from he's the wolf, big bad wolf.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That was really cool. Mine is the Penguin. Now, you might think, the Penguin from Batman. No. And also, I don't mean to spoil the movie for you, but you should have seen it by now. It's from Wallace and Gromit's and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers.
I saw a TikTok on this guy. It was like this kid saying, you can choose to cut this out if you want. But it was this kid like looking at like a gay guy with makeup on, and they were having a conversation, and he was like, the kid was like, boys can't wear makeups, and the guy was like, who said that? And he was like, the penguin over there. And then it cut to this guy, this character, the penguin, who was like menacingly looking through a window. It was hilarious. It was great.
The Penguin's the best.
Yeah. No, I
He's the
very
worst.
much approve that. Marty stamp for approval. This one might be a bit controversial. You might even say this one isn't eligible for this category, but it just hit me pretty deep because I've had quite a few run-ins with this villain.
No way you saying Jake.
No. Damn it! I would. No, I won't say Jake. Jake's not a villain. The microwave alarm anytime after Dad goes to sleep.
No, that's fair enough.
Top 10 villain all time.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
That's relatable. That's so good.
Like,
That's a good one.
There's many, like you hit a IRL villain, we said it before.
Yeah.
There's some you could even argue a little worse than that, but we won't
Yeah.
go down that route. Well, maybe we will.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, this was a personal one for me.
I'm actually going to change this one because it's kind of similar to the second one. My fourth one was going to be, his name is the Child Catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He was pretty menacing, but I'm changing it to Laughing Across Borders.
Yeah, big villain arc.
Yeah.
But they're like that villain at the start of the movie that gets beaten just easily.
Yeah.
I point you towards the Russian guy at the start.
I point you towards episode 4.
Yeah, and I point you towards the Russian guy from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
He was like he's like, they put them at the start of a big franchise just to initially showcase the power.
Yeah.
And so they put Laughing Across Borders at the start of our franchise just to show
How
the story. How impactful we can be. Yeah, and then my last pick. This is going to be another one that you might even say nah.
Yeah.
You didn't say it the first time, but you might say nah to this. But it's an opinion. And this is what we're all about in the Jake and Marty podcast is opinions. And my last villain is Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. And I dare give some explanation. I've spoken about previously on the podcast about how Tai Lung is misunderstood. And I think I was going to put Shifu, and I probably should have put Shifu instead of Oogway.
Yeah.
So, actually, can I change that? Shifu.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them was been the wrong. They're almost like Batman and Robin. Or Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And I say this because I say Tai Lung's misunderstanding because dude grew up his whole life being told by Shifu, you'll be the Dragon Warrior, you'll be the Dragon Warrior, you'll be the Dragon Warrior. Did everything in his power to be the Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
Became the most powerful Kung Fu thing in the world.
Yeah.
Just didn't get chosen. And I probably pointed the finger at Oogway because, like, he was the one who chose who the Dragon Warrior was. He was the one who told Tai Lung he wasn't going to be the Dragon Warrior. He was the one who saw this darkness that only came because he wasn't the Dragon Warrior. You're looking at me like you haven't seen Kung Fu Panda.
No, I have.
But also, I just think that he was a bit off his head. And so that's why I pointed it towards him because I think Shifu was just, like, being manipulated by him. I think the whole universe in Kung Fu Panda was manipulated by Oogway. I think he's funny. He's a good character, but I think he's a villain.
Yeah. No, definitely. My last one. First, let's go to my honorable mentions. Honorable mentions: Grouchy Smurf and Gargamel. But my number 5 pick, the from The Sound of Music.
From World War II.
No, specifically the ones from the Sound of Music. Yeah.
They were worse than the real ones.
Oh, potato.
I think we should really... Not laughing at what
No, we're not laughing at it, but we're just saying, like...
deemed them as a top 10 villain all time.
Yeah.
That's what our list is.
Top 5.
Well, top 5 for him.
Yeah.
Top 10 overall. And I'd say you've just won the draft there because you put in there. And yes, they're a top 1 villain of all time.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You've just stolen the number 1 prospect at number 10.
Woo!
Yeah. So we won't even need a
little poll.
A little poll this week because I'll gladly hand it to Jacob because I do not fluff with
Yeah. Did you do your number 5 already?
Yeah, it was Master Oogway.
Oh, yeah, you did too.
I was thinking about the only honourable mention I can think of. I can't actually remember his name, but the monkey from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, I don't know it.
I don't fluff with him. Or the Ice King from Adventure Time.
Yeah. Anyway, next segment. Jake's just confused. Let's see what I got here. Oh yeah, here's what I'm confused about this week. Why Missy Higgins hasn't given us VIP tickets yet. If we could get on that, Missy, that would be awesome. Let's just get things in motion. And it doesn't even need to be the same deal as the other ones. We don't need a room. We don't need a podcast.
We don't need to host the event.
We don't need to do any of that. We just need to
be there with you.
And I think that'd be awesome.
You should clip this and actually send it to Missy Higgins on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm sending all this to Missy Higgins. I'm sending Missy Higgins a love letter.
Title of the episode: Love Letter to Missy Higgins.
Missy Higgins, you are getting this.
Yeah, just Missy Higgins. Or what's the song called?
Which one? It Takes Two.
The Special 2 or something.
Yeah, Special 2.
I think that could be a good.
Yeah,
you choose that stuff, but yeah, Missy. I certainly would want to go to this Missy Higgins concert, and we'll pay. Yeah. We'll pay for the ticket.
Yeah,
we just want a ticket.
Yeah.
Even jammers out there, if you're selling tickets,
let us know.
Give them to Missy, and she'll give them to us. If you're a bit, if you get starstruck easily, do it that way.
Yeah.
If you don't, meet and greet.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all. That's all I'm confused about this week. But if we could get that stuff in motion, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're almost there, Jake and Marty mites. We're almost there. We have just thought we'd leave on an educational note. So just a Marty's Media Meltdown. We haven't seen it for a long time. And I'm not promising you anything juicy. So if you're struck for time, go on. Get out. If you really want to. But if you want to stay and hear about what's been going on in the world, let's do it. I'm Just Ken. Won an award for the Critics' Choice Award for the best song of 2023. Agree or disagree?
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? I'm just Ken. Where I say love, she says a friend.
So I'm going to go with agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you agree with that take. Ryan Gosling didn't agree. Didn't seem to. He was a bit like... But I agree. I think it was a great song. 10 out of 10. Next headline I picked was Hulk Hogan helps save girl from overturned car after crash. Big stamp, thumbs up from Jake and Marty for Hulk Hogan.
Thank you, Hulk.
I'm sure that girl was very grateful.
Yeah.
And then another headline we had was Kanye West got metal teeth.
Oh.
Don't know what sort of upgrades you get from that. I don't know. They say like the old wives' tale is you can bite through your finger as easily as you can bite through a carrot. I think we've literally spoken about it on pod.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can he bite through his thumb now? is that the idea?
Can he bite through his arm?
Maybe he can bite through his big toe even.
Yuck.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Maybe he can probably bite through like anything. He can probably bite through butter now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Especially if he drinks hot water beforehand.
Yeah.
If he makes himself an actually hot coffee,
yeah,
drinks that, then he goes. It's like a 1,000-degree knife through butter. It's crazy.
Does his teeth rust?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe. One last thing to say. Okay. Yeah, movies coming out 2024. Here we go. These are just ones I'm excited for. There's probably more.
Yeah.
And these all came from one TikTok I saw, so that's my source. Probably not even true. Kung Fu Panda 4. Spoken a lot about Kung Fu Panda. I'm a big Kung Fu Panda guy, but he's not excited.
No, because it looks horrible.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
I've actually seen a lot.
The voice actor sucks.
Who is it?
I don't know. But the voice actor for the villain, she just like has the same voice for everyone.
Oh,
Like she
that's
can't change her
silly.
voice. And also, it's just like a bad concept. You just
It's the
watch it.
It's the gecko, isn't it? Or the chameleon.
Yeah. It's just it just doesn't look great. Yeah.
Alright, so we've got one X and one question mark.
Yeah.
Squid Games 2. I've only just recently watched Squid Games 1, like about a few months ago. I'm really excited for number 2.
No, did you watch the actual thing or did you watch the TV show thing?
I'm currently watching the TV show thing, but I watched the actual one, and this is a sequel to the actual one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
really
forward to.
excited for it as well. Frozen 3. I haven't seen Frozen 2, but I need to watch it before Frozen 3
I have
comes
watched
out.
Frozen 2. I'm trying to remember what happened though. It was pretty forgetful.
That was the one where
Forgettable.
I actually know the plot. Elsa has to go on like a mission.
Oh, I remember that. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. You ready for this one?
I'm ready. I'm here for it.
Into the unknown. Oh, that was shocking.
You need to put,
Look at that.
You need to put like cut that audio there and put like something like.
I just need to put like.
Put some Missy Higgins.
Yeah, put some.
All right, we've only got a few left.
Yes.
Sonic 3. I haven't seen 1 or 2, but I'm very excited for number 3.
I think I watched the first one. The second one. Look.
You don't need to explain to people why you didn't go out and watch the second one.
I didn't even go out and watch the first one. I watched it. I watched it at home. But the second one just didn't really pique my interest. The first one was like pretty. I could sleep through this.
Something I've just clocked about these movies is none of them are original new movies. They're
No.
all either sequels or one of them's a live action remake.
Oh, what?
Moana.
Oh, seriously, dude.
There's also one of Lilo and Stitch.
I am Moana.
I've been staring
At the edge of the water, long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish.
No. Despicable Me 4. Big fan of the Despicable Me franchise.
Because I'm happy.
It's becoming like the couch. The couch incident. We've had the couch incident season 1, the picnic incident. And
At your brother's 21st, I sung because the speakers weren't working or whatever. And your dad said, Jacob, you're actually a good singer. Why don't you sing more often? I was like, oh, well, I've been banned by Marty.
Not banned.
I've been banned.
You're a good singer.
I've been banned. I've been banned because you think I suck.
I've said we should make a cover. You should sing and I should be in the music video.
Well, how is it going to benefit us?
Oh, it's fun.
If you're going to be in the music video, you may as well sing.
I'll sing, but
Like if you're going
I was
to
thinking
tank
we'd
the
do-
looks.
I was thinking we'd do like a 2000 style like music video where like you're singing and I'm like the love interest. So you're like singing to me and you're like following me around and I'm like anyway. Talk about this.
Following you around sounds crazy.
Nah, but it was what I was going for.
Maybe you should follow me around and it's a song about you being a stalker.
We could do that. Scream 7.
I haven't seen the first 6.
I have, and I'm overly excited for 7, 8, 9, and 10 because they're all coming. That's not
worse than Fast and Furious at this point.
Literally.
Screen 7 is they're in space and they can't scream, and that's the scary part.
Zootopia 2.
I'm hyped.
The return of Judy Hopps.
What's I was gonna dress up as Judy Hopps for Markup Day.
You were. That's why
Yeah.
I put it on this list because I know you're a big fan.
How's the song go? I don't know.
Oh, the one that the gazelle sings.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember it, but
I was hyped as it was the best thing ever.
best song of 2024. Came out years ago, but it's
Yeah.
still there. Deadpool 3. I'm actually genuinely excited for this movie. Deadpool 2 is like one of my all-time favorites.
I'm excited
And this
for
one's
it.
got Hugh Jackman in it. And
Yeah.
I like Hugh Jackman.
Like that song, Ashes.
Yeah.
Let beauty come out.
We need... No, we're not doing it.
Oh,
Wonka?
Ashes.
Wonka's coming out in 2024. This was actually on the list.
It's already out, isn't
This
it?
was on the TikTok that I saw, but it came up twice. So I'm thinking maybe they'll re-release later in the year.
Okay, if they re-release, I will do something I regret.
Well, if they re-release it without Timothy Chalamet,
We'll be there.
we'll be there, front row,
Um,
with Missy Higgins, with Missy Higgins sitting next to me.
my prediction for 2024 is Missy Higgins will fall in love with Jake, and Timothy Chalamet will
Get hit by a moving bus.
get hit
That's
by a moving road train.
Yeah. Damn. And last but not least, actually, no, we've said them all now.
Oh, can we sing now?
Yeah, we can sing.
See the light in the sky and the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. There goes, there's just no telling how far I'll